3 ways to deal with difficult colleagues. Difficult work colleagues, unfortunately, are a norm in every workplace. You will notice that there is a wide variety of difficult work colleagues, such as the passive-aggressive who thrives on bullying others, the know-it-all corporate climber who walks all over people no matter who gets in their way, or the two-faced backstabber who strives in breaking and betraying your confidence. A stressful environment and unpleasant working conditions are the main effects of dealing with difficult colleagues. A survey was done and found that 65% of Americans cited work as their top source of stress. Only 37% of Americans surveyed said that they were coping with managing stress. In fact, work-related issues outpaced other leading sources of stress, such as health conditions or family commitments, by a wide margin. Not all stress at work can be a result of difficult colleagues, but our workplace is a perfect breeding ground for narcissists and chance takers. Just a simple colleague that gossips randomly might not ordinarily get on our nerves, eventually becomes toxic when we are forced to work with them on a daily basis. The way we deal with difficult colleagues will have a major impact on their careers and their well-being. Here are 3 ways to deal with difficult colleagues. Number 1. Keep friends close and difficult colleagues even closer. A Buddhist practice suggests that if someone is causing you to suffer, it's because they're suffering as well. Take the time to ask about the colleague's behavior. Their answer could be surprising. The person could be an overachiever. The person could also be under a lot of stress due to work and personal reasons, which makes that person lash out and be difficult. You never really know what the other person is going through. So take the time to understand that the difficult colleague is an imperfect person, just like you. You don't have to like them, but if you can understand why they act like a jerk, you might be able to prevent yourself from adding extra stress to the situation. Know what triggers you. Try to understand why you react to certain people or situations in a negative way. Mental strength is managing your thoughts, emotions, and behavior in ways that will assist you in all situations that life throws at you. You need to be brave enough to look at yourself with honesty and compassion. We all have trigger points that stem from our upbringing, family life, and relationships. Discover these trigger points of thinking that are sabotaging you now by handling who and what triggers these negative reactions. At the end of it all, you are being pushed to show that you are able to crack under pressure. Don't let a negative colleague push you to that point. Analyze the person and situation so you can rule out false triggers that create unnecessary stress in your environment. Be responsive, not reactive when someone tries to trigger you in losing your cool. Know yourself enough to keep calm in these difficult situations. Number 3. Keep your anger under control. It's hard to keep your anger under wraps when you or another coworker is being treated poorly by a difficult colleague. Just remember that by you reacting to your feelings and lashing out will cloud your judgment and make you look unprofessional to your fellow colleagues. Try your best to avoid anger in the workplace at all costs. If not, you will be labeled the same as the difficult colleague that you dislike so much. The answer to keeping control of your anger is meditation. Whenever your anger reaches the tipping point, just remember an effective strategy. Step away as soon as possible and think. This will bring you clarity to your current reality instead of uncontrollable anger that might get you fired. Step away, assess the situation with a calm head, return later with a clear and controlled feedback to the situation. Remember not to criticize, blame or judge. Instead, figure out what you both agree upon at the beginning of the conversation. It's important to develop a reputation with your fellow colleagues that you are someone direct, cool-headed, and genuine.